big night for Freddy. Drove in 3 runs. It was great to see. Eickoff wasn't at his best. His velocity was down a bit today. He didn't have his normal velocity, and he was up in the zone, but he gave us a quality start. Didn't walk anybody and just really battled. Had trouble with command of his curveball, but, it's a quality start. And, we talked about our defense in the outfield. I don't think too many players would have made that catch in right field that Borges made. He got a bunt down, made that great catch. Those, for me, were the highlights. Murray, excuse me, our bullpen has been a little bit overused. It was good to see Murray and Araujo and Bailey, hold them at bay. So all in all, there's a lot of positives.
So you did not have Hernandez or Harris?
No. We could have used them, but we need to stay away from those guys. I'd like to pitch those guys every day, but you got to be careful.
Bailey could have earned more looks and high leverage after his last couple of nights.
Yeah, but with Neris and Gomez doing so well, and David Hernandez has been really pitching well. I foresee Bailey in that mix too. It's nice to have 8th and 9th inning pitchers that we can count on.
The month of April's over now. You guys are 14-10. Do you sit back and look at that at all? I know you're going day to day, but does that sink in just how well you guys have been playing lately?
Yeah, it's a good feeling, especially with the 0-4 start. Starting off the season, coming off of last year, we figured that our pitching was going to be better, and after those first 4 games, excuse me, it didn't look like it, but everybody settled into place, and it's a great feeling. Winning games, having a winning record. We're on a roll right now. I hope we can continue it through St. Louis after we leave here tomorrow.
What did you see out of Freddie that you'd like to see more of from him?
Well, when he hits a home run, I get a little nervous because he's got enough power to hit 10 home runs, and we feel that when he does, he sometimes gets away from his game plan and starts overswinging. He's been playing outstanding defense. That's his big plus. I'd like to see him shorten his swing a little bit, but I really like him. He's a solid shortstop, and it's good to see him have some success at the plate.
Did you think about going with Eickoff for one more, given that you had a short bullpen?
I thought about it, but we just felt it was in his best interest, and I didn't want him to take a loss. I wanted him to come out of there when he did, because I didn't really like. I thought about it, but I didn't really like the way he was pitching. I thought he had a good 6th inning, but his velocity was down, and that made me a little nervous. But in general, you look at a guy like that and pitching 6 solid innings, giving up 3 runs, it's called a quality start, and I was happy with that.
As much as Borges' struggle offensively, does that catch kind of remind you why you have him in the lineup?
Exactly. He's made a lot of good big catches for us, and although he's not hitting, when you look back on some of the big rallies we've had, he's always been a big part of it. So we got to get him going. If he can hit 250, I'd be thrilled, and I think he's capable of doing that and better. So it's just good to see him in the outfield.
What was your take on Herrera's base running there in the 5th? He looked like he could tagged up maybe, and then obviously getting out at the plate.
Oh, you mean on the one that it was a pitch in the dirt? It was a wild pitch that he tried to score on.
Right.
I thought it was an aggressive play, and I can't fault him for that. It was real close.
Did he not see that the ball was only 2 feet away?
Well, it's farther than 2 feet away, but he got a pretty good jump, and when you think about it, the catcher had to dive back to get him. So, once again, I don't have a problem with aggressive mistakes, even though it was costly at the time. But I'd rather see somebody make an aggressive play like that than not score on a wild pitch that is a little farther away.
You mentioned the dangers of Freddy overswinging after he hits a home run. How did you feel about his approach in the 7th when he got the blue pin to put you guys ahead?
Well, it was hard to tell because he got jammed inside with that with the pitch. So it's hard to tell what he was doing. Even if he's trying to go with the opposite fielder up the middle, when the ball's inside on you, it's tough to tell what a guy's trying to do. We're constantly talking to him about shortening his swing and just not hitting the ball too hard. And then he comes up and hits a changeup out of the ballpark. So I'll take it.